Hey, what's up, YouTube? Today is day number 22 of the $1,000 account challenge, and today we are up $98 in the account, or 5.20% of the total portfolio balance. Now, if you don't know, my name is Gates. I'm taking $1,000 and trading my system only, day trading options, to see how far I can grow this account. And the focus today was awesome in the Discord server. I mean, look at all of these gains here posted on AMD. This is going to be a short video. It was a one and done type of day. We did a text or typed alert day, not a live trading day, so I can match these timestamps up here for you. I'm going to show you exactly what trade I took, why I took the entry where I did, and why I took the exit where I did. So straight off of the day trade watch list, today we had AMD as a long idea above $151. This was a really great technical setup because it was already a bull flag shaped up on the daily time frame. I put that out in my analysis video yesterday. But then this morning we had a fundamental backing, a reason for it to run. It was an upgapper following an analyst upgrade, and I put that here in my comments on the watch list itself. So the stock had high probability to make a move today, not only from a fundamental standpoint, but from a technical standpoint as well. Now, if we move to the alert room, 9:34 a.m., AMD opens up, breaks above the trigger level, and I tell you I loaded AMD long. So I'm giving you the contracts, no position yet, and I just wanted to see if it's going to hold the trigger level prior to the entry. So moving this to the 1 minute time frame, that's as AMD is pressing up higher and then pulling back. Now a couple of minutes pass by, 9:36 a.m., the stock presses up into high of day, but before it does that, I take the entry on AMD long, closer to the bottom of this candle rather than the top. Now, why I did this is because of what I just mentioned. The stock had a fundamental catalyst as well as a really great technical setup. So there was a high probability that this was going to run today, and I did not want to miss the entry. Now, normally, I would have waited for the pullback close to 151, but I wasn't sure if we were going to get that pullback. So when I took the entry where I did, I was expecting this kind of blast off move to happen over here, right? So that's my walkthrough of why I took the entry here on a green candle as opposed to waiting for the dip, which is normally what I would do. Now in this scenario, you see how it kind of turned around and bit me because we were actually down over 10% on this position, but because the stock was still holding above the trigger level at 151 and we had, again, the positive news backing, I did not feel concerned in this position whatsoever as it was holding above the trigger level. Plus, SPY at this time was pulling back, right? SPY was dropping. AMD was still holding. So that's telling me right off the bat that AMD is showing something known as relative strength. Relative strength. It means that it's moving on its own program, kind of regardless of what the overall market is doing. So all of these red candles, you know, I was seeing the long wicks, they were getting bought up. That's showing you buying pressure right there. We do eventually get the curl up move towards the high of day and then the pop up into the high of day. And I went ahead and took my profits at about 18%. Had I waited a couple more minutes, I could have gotten 20%. And had I held through, this probably ran over 100%. I haven't even looked. But it was still a really nice trade catching what we did. I'm not going to complain about it to start the week off. You know, my plan this morning, I mentioned to everybody, what I like to do on the first day back, especially after a long weekend, is to size down and take it light. This helps me mitigate my risk and get my mind adjusted back to reading price action and prevents me from being overly aggressive on the first day back when we could potentially see some shift in momentum as traders position themselves for the week based off of any news that may have come out over the long weekend. So that was it. I mean, very short video. You know, it's as simple as this sometimes, where you get the break at the trigger level, you just take the entry and you let the trade work for you and you take your profits. You don't have to have a system that is overly complicated. You just need to have a trading plan that's in place. Okay, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for your time. Press that like button for me if you haven't done so already. Take care, and I will see you tomorrow when we continue the $1,000 account challenge.